Hi, friends. Thank you all for joining in. I see a warm welcome to Sadhan after a long time. Last time we went live was around 11 months ago. So that time I had launched Sadhan membership. And first of all, I would like to thank you guys for supporting our channel Sadhan, because Sadhan stand for honest opinion and insightful sharing of intelligence, whatever we can. Because whole purpose of setting up Sadhan was that I had worked in industry for quite a decade or so इंडस्ट्री में रह के ये समझ में आया कि हाउ एक्चुअली इट वर्क्स, हाउ बिजनेसेस वर्क. सो उसी को शेयर करने के लिए आई हैव स्टार्टेड साधन with whatever little I know. And thanks to all support, I got to know about some businesses very closely, and वही मैं share करता रहा हूँ. Hopefully it would have benefited you all. So if you like our work, then keep sharing with your friends. And so without much ado, let's dive into today's discussion topic. So why live? Why I'm going live? First of all, I would like to answer that because I see that एक correction जो था दिसंबर के बाद हुआ था, तो correction के बाद एक panic था, and now there is a lot more of discussion on Trump, which I'm trying to answer through multiple videos. But having said that, the things are so dynamic that I have to take a dynamic form in a way. Since things are changing so fast, so I thought that preparing a presentation and making a video, उसमें बहुत सारी time gap आ जाता है. So I thought that why I should not try this live stream जो कि instantaneous है. So when I am speaking with you live, then I have all the information whatever I have as of now. अदरवाइज मैं वीडियो बनाता हूँ तो एटलीस्ट उसमें 2 दिनों का 1 दिनों का डिले तो हो ही जाता है, बिकॉज सम टाइम गोज इनटू एडिटिंग एंड थंबनेल एंड ऑल दो थिंग्स. सो you would see more in this format maybe going forward. I don't know, I'm not committing anything, but this is my initial thought that without much effort into video making, rather I would like to focus on delivery of the content, delivery of the intelligence to people who actually should get it, because uh, there is there are lots of noise around. So my job is to clarify some of them, and so that people who have put their trust into Sadhan, and some businesses which we have covered as long as, let's say, 3 years back, 4 years back. So usme bhi agar somebody is feeling lost and all, then he can come and come and ask me. So although people who are here, I'm sure they follow me on Twitter, which is at the rate of Amitabh Vatsya. Twitter handle is there. So I'll just put that in my chat. My handle is my name, Twitter at the rate Amitabh Vatsya. You can go and definitely you should follow me if you want to follow me more closely, because there I deliver some analysis there also, which is possible to deliver as quickly as possible. So I would like to welcome Mayank and Vishwaroop, Sarfaraj, Krishna, Amresh, Kanu, Amit Pandaji, Sudhakar Babu, Varun, Vivek M, Sai Kumar, S. Mithoho, and Anirudh Singh. So let me just begin with what I had prepared, a quick overview on two stocks, which was most asked on by you folks. Like मैंने अभी last video जो बनाया था जिसमें ट्रम्प के टैरिफ पे वीडियो 1 में कमेंट में लोगों ने जो बिजनेसेस के बारे में पूछा था. आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू पुट दैट थ्रू. सो लेट मी जस्ट ओपन माय screen, and hopefully I would like to share presentation. Yeah, I think my screen is visible to you all. So we would like to take you through navigating the tariff wars. So first of all, standard disclaimer, this video content is for educational and informational purpose only. इसको financial investment or trading advice की तरह treat ना करें. And it's not a recommendation or endorsement of any particular investment strategy, security, stock, or any financial decision. As you all know, investing involves risk, and viewers should conduct their own research. We are not SEBI registered advisors, so you should consult a qualified financial professional before making any investment decision. I, who is the creator of this video, is not responsible for any financial loss incurred based on this information, which I'm going to share with you in next 1 hour. We should have a time cap, otherwise I'll go on and on. So here is a question which I put up 24 hours back, that there are two stocks, stock A, which and B, both are having more than 30% revenue from United States of America, which is quite in the news. That I have mentioned in the last video also, that how you should calculate the exposure for USA. That is a significant monitorable factor nowadays. So that 30% and beyond is kind of quite a risk. So इंटरेस्टिंग चीज ये है कि स्टॉक ए का जो है परफॉर्मेंस जो है वो स्टेबल रहा है ओवर पास्ट 1 मंथ. जो सारा टैरिफ डिस्क्लोजर एवरीथिंग हैपेंड इन लास्ट 1 मंथ और लास्ट 10 days. So last 10 days में वही स्टॉक बी जो है, जो कि which is also exposed to USA, this has fallen by more than 35%, 33% has fallen. So why is it so that one company is able to sustain this and another one is not? So I think you might have guessed it by now that stock A is Jash Engineering, which was priced at 598 rupees, and stock B is Garware Hi, जिसके बारे में लोगों ने बहुत क्वेश्चन पूछा था. तो I just put it in a perspective that stock variation में क्या हुआ है, and this is not something, a recommendation that this is undervalued or something. That is not my agenda. My agenda is that you should treat these two stocks as a case study to understand why some have cracked and why some has not. So let's take about stock A, which is Jash Engineering. So Jash Engineering के बारे में मैंने डिटेल में बहुत deeply analyze किया हुआ है since last 3.5 years. And the most important thing today to be discussed is their USA business. So इनका majority, more than 50% comes from export, and उसमें से around 30% plus comes from Jash Engineering USA, which is nothing but a company called Rodney Hunt, which was a brand, 160-year-old brand जो इसको revive किया इन्होंने. And they were market leader in USA market for making water gates for decades. So they had filed for bankruptcy due to operational losses and legacy cost structure, but they still enjoy a reputed brand name in USA. So this has been turned around by Jash Engineering, which started in actually in 2016. So one has to be mindful of the fact that it is around ninth year it gets into when Jash has acquired it. But they have turned it around last 2-3 years back. When I was entering this stock 3 years back, they were almost about to turn it around. So we bought at the cusp of the thing. So January 16 में उन्होंने they had acquired it by paying just 12 million US dollar to actually $4 million US dollar in 2016. They put forth around $12 million का capex to revitalize the company, and this turnaround has been quite successful in FY25, with this Rodney Hunt itself producing more than $34 million USD, which is roughly around 300 crore of revenue, 292 crore out of their 715 crore revenue. So roughly 30 odd percent it is coming from USA. So more than 30, actually around 40%. So revenue of product, so इसमें अब bifurcate करें कि उस कंपनी ने रोडनी हंट को अब एज आई सेड इन द लास्ट वीडियो कि आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि मेक इन अमेरिका जो है, विच इज द बजवर्ड मेक इन अमेरिका, विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कीवर्ड नाउ. जैसे उन्होंने पहले MAGA कहा था, मेक अमेरिका ग्रेट अगेन, नाउ दिस इज मेक इन अमेरिका इज ऑल्सो अ टैगलाइन. So make in America component is around 70%. Roughly 31% is coming from India. So this tariff, but if we go into the finer nuances of it, then there is उसमें अब दो टाइप के जो टैरिफ जो है वो 90 करोड़ पे ही होना चाहिए. 90 करोड़, उसमें भी 30 to 40 करोड़ पे ही होगा. वाई? बिकॉज जो वहां पे भी वो सप्लाई कर रहे हैं उसमें भी वो नॉन यूएसए क्लाइंट को अगर भेज रहे हैं तो वहां पे टैरिफ नहीं है. आई एम अज्यूमिंग कि अमेरिका पे किसी ने टैरिफ नहीं किया है रिटेलेटरी एक्सेप्ट चाइना. तो जो यूएसए मार्केट से जो दूसरे मार्केट में कटर करते हैं वहां पे भी टैरिफ नहीं लगेगी. एंड some clients in USA will bear the import duty because these are critical components. So thus only 30 to 40 crore out of total 700 odd crore, which is less than 5, around 5%, less than 5% of total exposure of Jash Engineering is exposed to tariff. So 30-40 crore is not big number, just a 5%. So that's why this business has withered in stock market. And उसमें भी optionality है कि this 40 crore top line is exposed to tariff, and the businesses will either pass cost implications or to client or reduce profitability to take the order. So या तो इसमें प्रॉफिट रिडक्शन होगा, ऐसा नहीं है कि 40 करोड़ उड़ जाएंगे, 40 करोड़ का टॉप लाइन आएगा, बट प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी यानी मार्जिन थोड़ी सी घट सकती है. सो इन द वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो ऑर्डर वुड बी फोरगॉन. अगर लॉस मेकिंग होना पड़ा तब वो 30-40 करोड़ का फोरगॉन होगा, बट आई डोंट थिंक दैट इज हैपनिंग because it would be profitable, because 20% का ओपीएम तो वो बना ही रहे हैं. और this act which was passed in America, which is called BABA Act, Build America Buy America Act 2021 में, all iron and steel equipment of infrastructure project funded by US government. So US का जो गवर्नमेंट का कैपेक्स है has to be bought from USA. अब उस बाबा एक्ट में जो था, जो कितना कंपोनेंट मेड इन यूएसए होना चाहिए, इट शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 55%. And it will gradually be increased to 75% by 2029. So this is a capex phase which is supposed to start and is happening in USA. वहाँ पे और increase होगा. That's why this company, which is having a USA plant with a build up of 50,000 square feet, and so they have another plant they want to get ready, which is 60,000 स्क्वायर फीट. यानी कि ये नया प्लांट वो ऐड कर रहे हैं ह्यूस्टन ऑरेंज में, which will increase around 125 crore revenue. So this is a potential investment again. So they are planning to set up capacity in Houston by 2027 to further enhance capability and capacity to cater to growing US business. So this company is planning to increase the capacity from 90,000 square feet to another 60,000 square feet. So another 65% growth. So this 65% US business growth, which they are trying to factor in. So in this US tariff, US protection वाला जो mechanism है, बाबा जो है Build America Buy America में, they are putting forth their skin in the game. So this is a thing to watch out for. So the market is optimistic about them because they are right there with the right attitude. But let's talk about another case study, which is Garware Hi जो हमने आपको चार्ट में दिखाया था, the stock B. So this stock is again it has a presence in USA through global brand. They are strong player in both two products, sun controlled paint and paint protection film. So they are basically a फिल्म्स मैन्युफैक्चरर, जो कि लेयर्स होता है. फिल्म मतलब जो लेयर हुआ जो कार के ऊपर लगाते हैं, तो वो ऑटो को मेजरली सप्लाई करते हैं. एंड सो कार को अगर सन प्रोटेक्ट करना है तो you end up using Garware Hi-Tech films. So they don't have any manufacturing facility in the USA. So that is a big question mark, because we are talking about Baba and all those things, and the company is having a major portion, more than 30-35% from USA, but they just have a marketing outfit and a subsidiary in the United States. So the product positioning is such that they have a global paint protection film, which is their super premium global window films, and but these are two brands which is there in the super premium में Garware is a brand. So let's move on to the North American market. So North American market को अगर हम देखें तो उसमें what is the scenario? There are three competitors. One is China, other is Korea, and the third is American company like 3M. I'm not sure about 3M whether they are the direct competitor, but somebody like 3M is also there in the film making business. So अब क्या हो रहा है कि there is a तो जो अभी 50% सेल्स जो नॉर्थ अमेरिका से आ रहा है उसमें से अराउंड 30% कैन बी अज्यूम्ड फ्रॉम यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका. So उसमें this is the landscape through which we'll operate. What actually has happened and what question has been put forth in con calls. तो recent con call में somebody has asked that अगर 10% की ड्यूटी ऑन एवरी प्रोडक्ट ऑफ गरवारे लग जाता है तो क्या होगा. So they said that the company was quite optimistic and quite sure that it will not affect them badly. If their duty which is currently 25% go to 50% will affect them badly, whereas for us it is 2-3-5% here and there, might not affect us, but 10%, 3 to 5% में तो इन्हें कुछ नहीं होगा, इन्होंने एक्सेप्ट किया था. बट सिंस नाउ दिस नंबर इज 10% ऑन इंडियन, सो इंडिया वाला अगर मोर देन 10% से कॉस्टली हो जाता है तो डोमेस्टिक जो है वहां का जो मार्केट है 3M एंड ऑल दिस, these guys will have an edge over Indian supply also. So this less than 5% would have been okay. So if by any chance we negotiate on these things on less than 5%, then it's okay. But one more worry is that USA का जो अगर this product gets qualified under auto component, auto क्योंकि auto को supply होता है mostly, तो auto पे तो 25% का flat tariff है. तो अगर ये auto में अगर calculate हो गया तो फिर तो this would be a bigger risk. तो चाइना से ड्यूटी जो है वो मोर देन 100% है, बट इट कैन बी सब्जेक्ट टू नेगोशिएशन, वो कम हो सकता है. दिस कंपनी हैज मोर फोकस ऑन प्रीमियम कैटेगरी एंड एम्स टू विन अ हायर मार्केट शेयर. सो दिस इज द स्ट्रेटजी गोइंग फॉर अ टॉस, बिकॉज वो मार्केट शेयर को बढ़ाना चाहते थे, यूएस में ज्यादा पेनिट्रेट करना चाहते थे बिकॉज दे हैव अ हाई प्रीमियम प्रोडक्ट. सो प्रीमियमाइजेशन का थीम विच वर्क्स वेरी वेल इन टू डेवलप्ड मार्केट, wahan pe this has got hit. That's why this company is not doing well, and there is a greater challenge from domestic players, which is not a right thing. And with 10% they have a chance to be at par. They have slight chance. Let's see how it goes, but we need to closely track business strategies. So the company says that the local player can become competitive, so that is a real risk. China wala risk तो वो भी रहेगा, because they are saying that they are into premium product. So premium product में China का risk थोड़ा कम है, but local risk is high. So that's the worry. The worry is not China, but it's USA, build America, buy America. That seems to be the case for me. So the competition from domestic player is something which we need to watch out for in the con calls. So that's there. That's all on my side. And if you have any questions, so on this, we'll take up that, or we will take the questions from the chart. Okay, so let's take, Mayank has a question on ER&D business companies like Cyient and KPIT in current tariff situation. So I think till now the services are kept out as we speak, because abhi aaj hi ka news hai that the semiconductor and all those chips and everything, and partly some electronics is kept away from that. But I don't know, some crisscross to wahan pe Chinese company ke sath hoga, to wahan pe I think there would be a challenge for some ER&D companies, especially Cyient, which is based out of USA, which has more USA clients. KPIT is more into auto value chain. So auto value chain mein, if Bide and all goes very strong, then I think Chinese is a competition for KPIT into this ER&D segment. So, but I don't know what tariff. I think tariff would be high, but still, if Europe में flooding होती है Chinese EVs की through led by Bide and other Chinese company, then KPIT is not stand to gain. That's what my understanding is. Further, you can explore more on that. I had shared my opinion about RK forging, and that is there on my video. You should go and check out my last videos. There I've explained RK forging as a case study. Yeah, next question is from Majumdar ji. You are asking about PTC, Cosmic, and Jyoti Structures. So as we speak, I am kind of holding these companies. So I have a positive outlook for these companies. I'm not here to share my top five sound companies as because that would be subject to me advising anything. No, I will not be recommending doing any recommendation here, but I can share that I will talk about some businesses which are good. So thanks Ashok ji for joining Sadhan Pro, and Shankar Babu Kumbapati for choosing Sadhan Pro. Thank you. Welcome to Sadhan community. Which stock I have exited in tariff war. So before tariff war, I had cut down some businesses, but during tariff war, actually I have to think very hard. I think एक आध मैंने किया होगा, एक out of more than 40 stocks I would have exited. और core stock तो मेरे पास around 30-35 है, मतलब main holding is there in the 30-35 stock. उसमें से I don't remember exiting any of them due to tariff war, because I have positioned myself कि मेरा macro risk नहीं हो, because why I don't have to cut anything, because that may come to surprise to you many a times, because when I select a business I take care of the risk, and macro is a risk. So whenever I had, if you go through the video of PTC Industries or let's say Cosmic, so you will see that there is no angle of USA. Even the RK Forging has an angle which has explained that it has a USA Mexico presence, and RK Forging is doing okay. Even I had some businesses which my members know where actually they are doing well, and they are, even though US tariff is put forth, like Jash Engineering, it has withstand the storm of anything. Even it has not corrected much during January, when the market has gone down and all those things. So the macro is actually a source of risk, and Sadhan way of investing takes care of all this risk, including macro. So we don't have any businesses like Garware Hi which has lost 30-40% in one day, or some CDMO businesses which has huge exposure to USA, and there could be some problem. I mean, I'm not saying कि CDM की that pharma पे बहुत negative आ जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं है, but there could be some risk if you are getting into pharma, exposing yourself too much to a pharma stocks, then you are taking too much of a USA exposure sometimes. So one has to take care of that. So since we don't, we take care of our risk very aggressively. So our risk management framework has been good, because background, if you look at my background, so I had worked for 3.5 years into project financing, जिसका core essence is risk management. Project finance में कोई भी project is the highest form of risk. कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट रिस्क जो 1,000 करोड़ के प्रोजेक्ट होते हैं उसमें there are 20-25 quantifiable risk, which my job profile was as an analyst, as a project finance analyst, to figure out किसमें कौन कौन से risk होंगे. If there is a thermal power plant being built into, let's say, Patiala by L&T, then what possible risk can come, and I had to mitigate that. So my job was also to suggest a mitigation key. If I'm seeing that the company has come for a 1,000 crore loan with me, I'll advise them that you have not looked at this risk, so please go and take care of it, otherwise we'll not fund you. So that's why my investment framework is first that safety first. It is not that कि चलो पंट लगा दिया, लोगों को लगता है कि अरे इसमें सारे थीम वाले stocks. I don't buy into, let's say, many water stock like EMS and all those stocks. I've never bought, because I see there is a huge risk. Even though I bought water stock, I covered water extensively for 1 month across 3-4 videos, but I didn't go overboard into water, and I had a core holding of Jash Engineering only into water, and there are other supplementary holdings. So Jash Engineering has not corrected, and other stocks which members know have, which is there into water theme, has also not corrected. So that's the thing overall. I would like to highlight this. That's why we don't have to do anything on this tariff war. My view on Jupiter Wagon is going well. I think I have made a video which I'll update on. I mean, watch out for next 10-15 days. I'll be releasing one video maybe on Jupiter Wagon. Yes, it's a long way to go. Jupiter Wagon has long way to go as per me, because the company has been doing things which are making this cyclical business as a non-cyclical. And that's why I'm saying that in my portfolio we'll see that over the period risk parameter goes down, because if a company is currently a capital good a capital cycle beneficiary, let's say Wagon in this case, So if they are diversifying in that, putting that money intelligently into a field which is counter cyclical to the railway, let's say not related to railway, that is reducing the risk. And that's why that will take care of all the macro tailwind and all those things. So because market sometimes discount की different की diversify कर रहा है, तो उसको stock discount कर देता है, but that is good for me when a stock wants to become from small cap to mid cap. So it's not good if I am investing into a micro cap कि वो 10 जगह फैला हुआ हो. It's better कि वो single product double product company हो. But once it cross the threshold of micro cap to small cap and small cap से बड़ा होना चाह रहा है, then I would like to have multiple double engine की सरकार and all. That's why I appreciate those businesses where there are twin approach. For example, Titagar may have made explained in the video. If you go and watch that video, that is an ideal example. And Jupiter also is there. So I'll cover that on this. Current market scenario, inevitably I'll cover in this. Snyder business will be impacted from tariff imposition. Snyder has very little to do from outside India because Snyder is a domestic story, because they don't export like Hitachi. Hitachi to thoda 15, 11, 13% export karta hai, more than 13-15%. Snyder has a hardly 8 or 10, 7-8% export from India. So it's pure play domestic story for India because they have all the manufacturing plant into India. So अगर make in India beneficiary भी इसको बोला जा सकता है, although the parent is outside, but this company is quite Indian in that sense. So that's my take on Snyder. IGIN, I have no idea about what it is. EMS pe I've shared my view. Stallion India Fluorochemical, I've not heard of this company. Manu bhai. So moving on. Good afternoon, Amit ji. Yash, high voltage. Yes, high voltage. The story looks intact. I think any which way is good that this trade war is happening now, because when Yash high voltage would be ready with their product for export purpose, till then all these things would be settled. So it's a boon in disguise.